Thank you, Dina. Good job. It's 8:33. Dina, call the shelter. I have the number right over here.
Believe me, I would in a heartbeat.
301-600-1546. Dee Dee is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
What'd you bring her in for? You look at the mess you've caused in here this morning.
Yes, because
it's total
she
chaos.
deserves it. She's been with us since May. As you know, that's when the Brunswick dogs came.
Uh-huh.
And she did not get a chance to be adopted until a couple of months ago because she was in a foster home raising her 4 beautiful puppies, being a fantastic mom. And her foster home was wonderful. They told a wonderful story about how smart and sweet she is because she had babies and she had been through what she had been through, where not all the puppies survived and they didn't always have enough food for everybody. So she chewed a hole in the dog bed they bought her and stored dog kibble in there. And they would never, they said she would never growl at them or try to not let them clean it out. But sometimes they would call her away from the bed and she would lay on the food pocket and go, I'm just going to stay here right now for no particular reason, to keep that cache of food for later for her and her puppies.
To recap what we're talking about, it was last year when
May.
It was last May when a house in Brunswick, animal control found about 95 dogs.
Right.
And some of them didn't make it immediately, and I think 65 went to the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some charges, but goes beyond that. I mean, this comes up more than you would know. And so Alice was in that house, and so she probably learned how to stash a few kibbles and bits here and there just to survive.
Mm-hmm. Or she may not even have made it.
And she is a female, and how old would you think that...
We think she's about 8. And the interesting thing about people bringing dogs back is that nationally, about 20% of shelter dogs are returned to the shelter because it doesn't work out for whatever reason.
I don't think we covered this yet. She was adopted.
Yes.
And now she was returned to the shelter.
Yes, we are fortunate to only have about 10%.
Dina,
Everyone wants to
Dina
see.
brought her husband in to maybe get a family opinion. And so she was adopted. And how long was she in a home?
They only had her about a little over a month. They said that their cat didn't like her. But I specifically asked, did she ever chase the cat? They said no. I said, did she run from the cat? They said no. I said, does she run away from you if you're outside? And they said no, she runs back to the house to go in. She doesn't care if she's left alone. She's the perfect dog.
She is a sweetie. And any of my association with these dogs, they were all traumatized, and they all react a little bit differently to everything.
Some of them we have one, Cody, who's afraid of men specifically. We had many that were adopted right away that, despite what they went through, were completely friendly, outgoing dogs. But we had Alice in foster for so long so she could raise her babies.
Well, I'm not going to attack anybody for bringing her back. They were just not educated, or
And we want people, if it doesn't work out for whatever reason, let us try again.
You can go to my Twitter page or my Facebook page, WFRE.com social tab. See a picture of this little cutie. The number to the shelter is 301-600-1546. And if you were to adopt Alice, Crossroads Animal Referral and Emergency would provide you with a starter basket.
Right.
With some treats and toys and supplements.
Yes, about
and
preventive care.
Preventive care,
taking care of your pet.
So
and I did want to say thank you, Frederick, because Romeo was adopted.
Oh, Romeo was the 10-year-old pit bull that you brought in.
Yes.
This one's got Dina. Romeo got me. I mean, I had some sleepless nights a little bit thinking about that dog being in the shelter and me being in a warm bed.
I don't think you have to. Well, in the shelter, we do have warm beds for them, and the floors are heated.
But they're not with their people.
They're
it was
not.
breaking
And now
my heart. He is. Thank you so much. Alice is our sweetie. What, Dina? What?
I just want to, well, because do you think that if we brought my dog in, can we test it out? Like, we can bring my dog to the shelter?
Yes, anybody
and
can
see if
do
she
this.
wouldn't, like, eat her?
Right. We don't require it, but we allow anybody who wants to bring.
It's necessary in my case because she's a very dominant dog. But she's so sweet that I'm thinking maybe my dog wouldn't be threatened.
She lived with 90 dogs. I'm sure she knows how to mix in with other dogs.
It's Dina's dog that would be a problem.
Yes, not her.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sure she knows how to handle that.
Sure.
Angel's eaten the neighbor's kittens before. There's been some
I might
complaints.
bring her in today.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Oh.
I've got the number. I got the number on my Facebook page or my Twitter page. The number for the shelter is 301-600-1546. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you so much for bringing this little sweetie in. Thanks, Sean.